Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I did a get ready with me using a bunch of new products. What is this? I don't know. If you want to see me get ready using these new products, then just keep on watching. First I'm going in with the Algenist Reveal Concentrated Color Correcting Drops in the shade Pink. I have the green one for neutralizing redness and I love it so much. So when I saw that if you spent $25 at Sephora on an order, you would get the sample of the Algenist for free. They're pretty big samples. So if you want to try one out, I would definitely check it out. I can't remember the coupon code, but I'll leave it down below. But I definitely prefer the green over pink, hands down. Next I'm going in with the Tarte Lip Rescue. It's a new product. I bought this in a mini kit, and I have the shade Nude. And as you see in a minute, like, I was really feeling it. Super moisturizing. Love, love, love. I bought the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Enhancer Foundation because I hadn't heard anyone talk about it. I got this shade Ivory to Fair, which is the lightest, and you can kind of see my face like way too dark. But it's kind of a good thing because I was able to go in with the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in the shade White. And what that NYX Pro Foundation Mixer is going to do is actually lighten the foundation without changing the formula of it. And I think that really helped a lot. It still was a tad dark, but that's just a user error issue. They make these NYX Pro Foundation Mixers in like a warm one that'll add warmth to a foundation. You can add like an opalescence. You can add, there's a luminous one. There's an olive one. I think that's it, but I love this white one. I'm definitely going to keep this on hand to lighten foundations, like my summer foundations that I love, but I don't want to buy a new color. I loved it. For the foundation, I think this is really great if you want a natural, like more BB cream kind of look. I have a lot of pigmentation and I'm going to wear a lot of eyeshadow in this look, so it didn't quite do the trick for me, but in the summer or just people that don't like the feel of real foundation, you may love this. It did pretty well overall, and it does have SPF 20, and right on the bottle it said sheer tint, so I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but I guess I missed that when I was purchasing it. But I definitely will check this out for days where I'm going to go more natural and not as heavy. But I had to go in with more concealer to conceal those areas. I'm now going in with the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in the shade Peach. I love this, but I do notice that if I don't let it set for a little bit, then it doesn't do as good of a job. So I definitely have to let it set for a tad. I deleted the sitting out of it because I didn't think you wanted to watch me sing and dance, but I really love this stuff if I let it sit. I'm going on top of that with the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Cover Concealer. I'm in the shade Light Warm, and I really like this a lot. I don't know if you can see looking at the screen, but my eye, I got so much in it, and it was like on fire, but I think I fixed it. I'm going to go in with the brush and just buff that out, and at first I'm just kind of buffing, and then I'll start kind of pressing. I'm actually going to take that up to my eyelid to neutralize any pinkness that I have there. And then it kind of just will prep for eyeshadow too. Sometimes I use a primer, but I really prefer just concealer. If you need a really good primer for your eyes, check out, there's one from NYX, or not NYX, check it out from NARS. It's from Sephora, and it's really good, especially if you have oily eyelids. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. NARS has one for oily eyelids, and it's absolutely amazing, and it really does extend the wear, but for me personally, just using concealer and then setting it does the trick. I'm just taking that same concealer and just brightening a couple areas just up on the top between my eyebrows, down my nose, and on my chin, and it will just help me not look strange having just my eyes corrected. Now this is new to me. This is from Ulta. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Color Correcting Mattifying Powder. Okay, I can definitely say I love this for all over the face, but I put this under my eyes, and it definitely gave my eyes an orange tint. But on the skin, I've been able to use it since this video, and I loved it. It says that the pink refreshes tired complexions, purple brightens dull skin, green neutralizes redness, and it's suitable for every skin type. I definitely love this. I just wouldn't put it under my eyes. Okay, now I'm like, yeah, I got the Manny MUA palette from Makeup Geek. Go girl, yeah. And then mine was signed. So I don't know how that worked out, but I ordered it early through his video, and when I opened it up, I squealed so loud. It had his signature, and I like lost my mind. Okay, first I'm going in with Beaches and Cream from the palette, and I'm just not being careful. I'm just buffing that all over as a base and a transition color. So nothing too serious there, just a big blending brush. I'm going to go in with one of the new shades. It's called Sora, and I'm going to go and define the crease a little bit more I really love this Sora color. I hope Makeup Geek makes it again because I feel like I'm going to hit pan on it in just a couple weeks. I keep reaching for it all the time. It is so pretty. It looks good with so many eye looks. So love, love, love. Wow, I'm really blending there. Look at me go. Like, I'm not messing around. I am then taking the shade Artemis, which is like a white goldy shimmer shade, and I'm just highlighting under my brows. I'm now going in with the shade Aphrodite, which is like a purpley brown color, and I'm just defining the crease a little bit more. I'm going to do kind of a different look for me, and I just really didn't want my crease to get lost in the process because I have really small lids, and I find that if I do different transition colors, I like how my eyes look a lot better. So I'm just buffing that back and forth. I'm really taking my time trying to make sure it's blended how I want. And then I'm taking a brush with no product on it and just blending it further. The key to an eyeshadow look really is blending and being patient and blending and blending and blending. If you make a mistake, you can always go back in with one of the first colors, Beaches and Cream or Sora, to fix it. And now I'm going in with the shade Mars, which is not something I typically gravitate towards. It's like a reddish pink color, but I really thought that that would pull the look together. So I did actually take a pencil brush and just define my crease a little more, and I'm super happy that I did so. Now I'm going in with another brush and I'm just blending it further. It has no product on it. I use my color switch from Baramona to ensure that. I'm now going in with the shade Luna, which is in the palette as well, duh, like all of them. And I'm spritzing my brush with a little bit of MAC Prep and Prime, no, Fix Plus, MAC Fix Plus. And that's just going to make the shadow more metallic. If you ever have a metallic shadow and you want it to be even more vibrant, you can always just get the brush a little bit wet and it will just help the color really stand out. And I'm just putting that all the way across my lids. I'm not being super careful, but I love it so much, especially when wet. It's really pretty dry, but it's even more metallic wet. And then going in with that Artemis shade and just buffing it just on like the inner third of my eyes to brighten the look up a little bit. I didn't want it to look too flat. And then I'm taking it above my inner, or on my inner tear ducts as well, just to kind of brighten my eyes a little bit. I'm taking that shade Mars, the one that looks so scary, and I am buffing that on the lower lash line. I'm surprised I didn't take Sora first. Maybe this is Sora. Oh, I'm not even on my lower lash line. I'm taking Mars and just defining the crease up a little bit more in the outer V and blending again. So I wasn't even on a lower lash line. Sorry about that. All right, now I am taking the new Beauty Blender Liner.designer. And I was like really skeptical of this. I thought this was kind of silly, but I do love to wear liquid liner, and I just wanted to see how this worked. So you stick it on your skin. I got it wet with my MAC Fix Plus so that it would stick to my skin. And I thought it was really user friendly. It was easy to clean, and I don't think it made me take much longer on my eyeliner, but when I removed it, I definitely thought that I liked how it looked. I thought it was really great, especially if you're not great at eyeliner. So I really liked it a lot. I'm going to try it for lip liner too. But so far, so good. I definitely liked it. I believe it was $18, but it has a lot of uses, so I love it. All right, I put some lashes on, and then I was looking, and my under eyes were so orange that I was like, I cannot live this life. I cannot continue. So I'm going in with my tried and true Coty Airspun powder just to brighten up the area. Okay, I was so excited to try this. This is from Milk Makeup from Sephora, and this is their matte bronzer in the shade Baked. And I really didn't know how to use this, so I tried a whole bunch of things. That first brush I showed, no thank you. Then I went in with a Sephora concealer brush, and I tried to go really light, and then I was like, that's actually a little bit light for bronzing. For me, this is too warm to contour with, but it definitely does work to bronze up the face, and so it blends out really nicely. It doesn't move your foundation underneath. I am in love with this bronzer. If you're darker than me, I mean, it's definitely buildable. I just don't know if the color will suit your skin. I don't know if they're releasing more colors anytime soon. This was the only one I saw on the website, but if there's more, I'll leave it down below. But if you are my skin tone or a little bit darker, I really recommend it. I'm just taking a small dual fiber brush and brushing away my Coty Airspun powder just because it was sitting long enough in baking. This is new to me as well from Ulta. This is the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick Radiant, and I loved it. It definitely has some darker colors at the bottom, so I just used the top goldy white color and the pink color, and I thought like you could see my highlight from outer space. Like I really loved it, and it was $7, so real good deal. And I know I've used this before, but I couldn't resist. This is the Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Blush in the shade Orange Glad. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to Sephora today and I'm going to get another color, but I am in love with this. And I thought since it's on the newly released section, I could use it and like not feel bad. Okay, for real now, I'm on the lower lash line. Before I was kind of confused, but I really am now. And I'm taking Sora and just buffing it all along my lash line. And I love these shadows, like OMG. Now I'm in with the shade Aphrodite, and I'm just keeping that on the outer half of my eye just to add some more definition. And I'm taking the shade Mars and kind of just tapping it to give it just a little bit of that reddish tint. But I love this palette. I really recommend it. I know that it's not released right now, or I mean it's sold out if you didn't do the pre-release, but they will be releasing it soon. So I would definitely sign up for that on makeupgeek.com. This is the NYX Skinny Mascara, and like, love it. The brush is so tiny, it's like comical, but it really does help the lower lash line and you don't get mascara everywhere. Now I am going in with the Tarte Cabana Boy Drench Lip Splash Lipstick. And I don't know, this had really bad reviews on Sephora, but it came in a little kit with that and the moisturizer I used earlier for $9. And then it broke. And I was like, so, I don't know, that blew me away for some odd reason. I'm like really shocked. But I loved it. I love the color a lot. It's the first time, so I guess I can follow up with you guys, but I love the color, but obviously I don't want my lipsticks to break. I went on top of it with the Sephora Colorful Gloss Balm in the shade Warrior Princess. So now I'm just going to bronze up my neck with my Body Shop bronzer in 01 Light Matte just because the foundation was too dark. But that's my finished look. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.